What happens when love becomes a cage, and the ones who care for you most refuse to let you grow? In the small, sunlit town of Willow Creek, where picket fences and family dinners defined life, the Carter household was a quiet anomaly. At its heart was Daniel, my 34-year-old brother, still nestled in the embrace of our parents' home, where Mom washed his underwear daily, and Dad handed him pocket money for comic books. From the outside, it looked like devotion. But to me, Sarah, his younger sister by 5 years, it was a slow unraveling of a man who could have been so much more. I'd moved out at 22, chasing a career in graphic design in the city, building a life of deadlines and independence. Daniel, though, stayed. He'd always been the golden child, charming, quick-witted, with a smile that could melt Mom's sternest frown. As kids, we were inseparable, racing bikes through the neighborhood, sneaking cookies from the jar, whispering dreams under the stars. He wanted to be an architect, sketching grand buildings with intricate details. But somewhere along the way, those dreams faded, replaced by the comfort of Mom's cooking and Dad's unwavering support. By the time he was 30, the sketches were buried in a drawer, and Daniel was still in his childhood bedroom, surrounded by posters of superheroes. Our parents didn't see the problem. To Mom, Daniel was her baby boy, forever in need of her care. She'd beam with pride as she folded his clothes, boasting about how he never gave her any trouble. Dad, a retired mechanic, saw Daniel's presence as a gift, a son who never left, who filled the house with laughter and kept loneliness at bay. They didn't notice the subtle slump in his shoulders or the way his eyes lingered on the horizon some evenings, as if searching for a life he'd misplaced. I visited every few months, each trip a mix of nostalgia and unease. The house smelled of Mom's lavender soap and fresh bread, but it felt frozen in time. Last spring, I arrived to find Daniel sprawled on the couch, playing video games, while Mom hummed in the kitchen, scrubbing his socks. "Sarah," he greeted, barely looking up. "Wanna join me for a level?" His voice was light, but there was a hollowness to it, like a song stuck on repeat. I sat across from him, searching his face for the brother who once dreamed of building cities. "Daniel, don't you ever think about moving out? Doing your own thing?" He shrugged, eyes fixed on the screen. "Why? I've got everything I need here." But his fingers tightened around the controller, betraying the lie. I wanted to shake him, to drag him into the world, but Mom's voice cut through. "Sarah, leave him be. He's happy." Was he? Or was he trapped in a cocoon of their love, too comfortable to break free? That evening, as we sat around the dinner table, a new face joined us, Clara, a friend of Mom's from church. She was in her late 20s, with bright eyes and a quiet confidence that filled the room. Mom had invited her to meet the family, but I caught her stealing glances at Daniel. Clara was a high school art teacher, her hands stained with paint, her stories alive with passion for her students' creativity. Daniel listened, unusually quiet, his usual quips replaced by a shy curiosity. For the first time in years, I saw a spark in his eyes, like a flicker of the boy who used to sketch skyscrapers. Over the next few weeks, Clara became a regular visitor. She'd bring art supplies, coaxing Daniel to draw with her. To my surprise, he did. They'd sit on the porch, sketching trees and houses, laughing over smudged lines. Clara didn't treat him like a child. She challenged him, asked about his dreams, listened when he spoke. One day, I overheard her say, "You're too talented to keep these drawings in a notebook, Daniel. The world should see them." He blushed, mumbling something about not being good enough, but I saw the way his shoulders straightened, the way his pencil moved with purpose. The twist came unexpectedly. Clara wasn't just a friend of Mom, she'd been hired by our parents, quietly, to help Daniel find direction. They'd met her at a community art show, seen her knack for inspiring others, and thought she could nudge him toward independence without him realizing it. It was a secret they'd kept from both of us, a plan born of love but tinged with manipulation. When I confronted Mom, she teared up. "We just want him to be okay, Sarah. What if he leaves and fails? What if he's not ready?" Her words broke my heart. They loved him so fiercely they couldn't see how their protection was stifling him. Daniel, unaware of the scheme, was changing. Clara's encouragement led him to enroll in an online architecture course. He started sketching again, not just for fun but with ambition. One evening, he showed me a design for a community center, his voice alive with ideas. "Clara thinks I could submit this to a local contest," he said, almost disbelieving his own words. I wanted to cheer, but the truth about Clara gnawed at me. Should I tell him? Would it shatter the fragile confidence he was building? I decided to talk to Clara first. She admitted the arrangement, her face clouded with guilt. "I didn't expect to care about him this much," she confessed. "It started as a favor, but he's special. I want to help him for real, not just because I was asked." Her sincerity swayed me. I chose not to tell Daniel, not yet. He needed to find his own strength first. Months passed, and Daniel's transformation was undeniable. He landed a part-time job at a local design firm, his portfolio filled with Clara's encouragement and his own rediscovered talent. The day he moved out, into a small apartment downtown, was bittersweet. Mom cried, folding his last load of laundry, while Dad clapped him on the back, pride and fear mingling in his eyes. I stood by, my heart swelling. Daniel wasn't just my brother anymore, was a man stepping into his own life. At his apartment warming party, Clara was there, no longer a secret catalyst but a friend, maybe more. Daniel raised a glass, his voice steady. "To new beginnings," he said, looking at her, then at me. I realized then that love, even when it holds too tightly, can sometimes lead to freedom. Our parents' coddling had kept him tethered, but it was their love, however flawed, that brought Clara into his life. And it was Clara who helped him see what he could become. As I drove back to the city, I thought about the fine line between care and control. Daniel's story wasn't just about breaking free, it was about the courage to grow, the pain of letting go, and the unexpected allies who light the way. In Willow Creek, the Carter house was quieter now, but it was no longer a cage. It was a home where love, at last, had learned to set someone free.